Wild dogs and lions have been enemies since the beginning of their existence, and this rivalry has forced them to live in the same area. This often leads to unpleasant confrontations, which are usually very bloody and painful. In these battles, both species fight for survival and dominance over their territory, and these conflicts not only result in casualties, but also have negative impacts on the local ecosystem. This is exactly the topic we will address in this video. In one such encounter, a male lion stealthily approached a group of wild dogs, and before they realized it, hunted one of them. The lion clenched its jaws tightly around the dog's neck, taking its life. The wild dog struggled to escape, but it was useless. Its body trembled, and it panted until it could no longer endure. The wild dog's companions watched the entire ordeal, but they didn't dare approach the lion. Although they tried to distract themselves from a distance, none of them could escape their fear of the lion. In the end, the wild dog was defeated and fell into the lion's grasp. They couldn't be blamed, as the lion was truly terrifying. The lion calmly did its work and strangled the wild dog, while the others stood motionless, simply watching. None of them dared to even hear the cries or pleas for help from the hunted dog. Their eyes were filled with terror, but none of them could offer any help. In another scene, a lioness approached a watering hole for a drink and encountered a group of wild dogs. The lioness assumed that the dogs would be too scared to act, but she made a grave mistake. The wild dogs began harassing the lioness and attacked her from all sides. The lioness tried to catch one of them, thinking this would teach the others a lesson, but it only made them attack her more ferociously. She tried her best to defend herself, but the number of dogs overwhelmed her, and she was defeated by their relentless attacks. In another story, two wild dogs were trying to move their little pups to a safer place. A cold wind was blowing, making the dry bushes around rustle. Both dogs carefully scanned their surroundings to ensure there was no danger lurking nearby. But along the way, two young male lions appeared and hunted one of the pups. The dogs howled loudly and tried to save their pup, but they were helpless against the lion's strength and speed. Their gazes, filled with pain and despair, showed that there was nothing they could do. These young lions, still inexperienced, didn't know what to do with their prey at first. They dragged the pup into the tall grass where no one could see what happened next. In another instance, a lioness successfully hunted a wild dog and pinned it down with her powerful jaws. However, this time, the rest of the pack decided to intervene and fight for their friend. They attacked the female lion from all sides, and under pressure, the lion momentarily loosened its grip. The hunted dog, still alive, seized the opportunity and escaped. As it quickly fled from the battlefield, its heavy breaths and bloodied body showed that its escape was only a temporary reprieve. Its eyes were filled with fear and doubt, but there was still a glimmer of hope for survival in its heart. In an interesting turn of events, a hyena accidentally wandered into a pack of wild dogs. The wild dog stared at it in surprise, and for a moment, everyone fell silent. While the hyena was still deciding what to do, a group of lions suddenly appeared on the scene. With the arrival of the lions, the silence broke, and the wild dogs and the hyena scattered in different directions. With the arrival of the lions, chaos erupted everywhere. The wild dogs and hyenas quickly fled in different directions. Some ran toward the forest to hide, while others took refuge swiftly in the rocks and valleys. The sound of howls and the roars of the lions echoed through the air, and fear was clearly visible in the eyes of all the animals. In another tale, a male lion that had recently hunted a wild dog pup was eating its catch when two other lions arrived, wanting to share the meal. The first lion decided to avoid trouble and left the scene, but the two newcomers fought over the dog's remains. These stories show that nature can be both ruthless and harsh at times. Lions and wild dogs, despite their long-standing enmity, are constantly forced to face danger and confrontation, sometimes with courage and sometimes with retreat and hesitation. So what do you think? Have you ever witnessed such conflicts in the natural world? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section, and don't forget to follow our channel for more videos. Until the next video, take care.